Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching Prison Break. It's the 9th episode of the 3rd season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click it, put a password in and enjoy. Speaking about links in the description, we are running our most likely to dislike characters of this season. It takes 30 seconds and your results of mine will be shown in the final episode. I cannot wait to see who you guys choose. So last episode we seen that Whistler tried to actually escape from prison on his own. Yes, you know, even though Michael has been given an extra 4 days, the general has come in. He said, look mate, I'm having none of this, you know. Take Michael out, take Lincoln out, take Sophia out. I just want to extract Whistler. We're just going to go in, gun-co ourselves, take 2 helicopters in, we'll drop a ladder, we'll grab onto it, and jobs are good and we're on our way. But if you mess up, mate, literally, if you mess up, then your head's going to be on the line. We've already tortured your, you know, shown you what we could do before in the past when you've not been able to succeed with the plans that we've you know, we've put in place. And now, you know, if you fail in this situation, this is going to be much worse. So she's obviously panicking, do you know what I mean? She's tried to facilitate the escape herself. She's got the 2 helicopters coming in. One of them's positioned over the prison. He's on top of it himself, Whistler, grabbing onto the rope, but Michael's already figured out what was actually going to happen. Do you know what I mean? He's had a conversation on the phone with Lincoln. He's gone up, he's grabbed him. Both of them are dangling up in the air, gunshots going everywhere. A couple of people have been killed, you know, a couple of guards have been shot as well. Somebody from her team was knocked out of the helicopter. He's obviously a casualty of war. Michael's pulled him down. You know, his weight on him was too much, so he couldn't actually, you know, stay onto the rope, and the escape was unsuccessful. And then the guards have all stormed into the prison, all got their hands behind their head. Michael's obviously been picked up, singled out, because obviously he's escaped from a prison before in the US, and now he's come to this prison, and he's been 2 attempts in the last 2 days. They feel like he's the problem. They decided, you know what, Sona's not the place for you. He's been taken out. So it's really interesting because, you know, if you look inside and what's actually going on, Lechero, he's not actually got as much say as he thought. Previously had, do you know what I mean? His sway is not actually as strong as it is anymore. It looks like Sammy's gained his own little crew that's coming together as well. He obviously, like I said, Lechero wants to leave, but now Michael can't obviously do that. We still got Whistler inside because the escape was unsuccessful. You've got Susan on the outside, obviously scared for her life now, thinking that the general's going to come after her from the threats that she actually received at the start of the episode and being unsuccessful in the escape in the end. We also have Sophia learning more information about Whistler, and he's not the man that she actually thinks he is. She went to an apartment that she didn't know that he had after, you know, there was a water leak, and she's gone in and found passports with different names. She's revealed one of those to Lincoln as well. I'm thinking that he's going to use that and dig more into it in today's episode. I'd like to see where Michael's been extracted to and what prison he's been taken. Mahones as well is going to have to be sent back to, you know, back to this prison because he basically was put in front of the judges and he was asked to testify against the US government, and it didn't actually go well. You know what I mean? He's, you know, his drug addiction is still running rife. He's not actually been able to take some to recover himself, get him to into like some sort of steady state. So obviously when they're asking him questions, he's kind of not really making sense. He's flapping and he sounded like he's going a bit crazy, to be honest. He's not in that cool position where you'd actually believe everything that he says and sit and thinking, yes, this guy's actually telling the truth. I believe him. I can stand by him. You know, we're getting back up on the stand in front of more people and see if they can actually understand and believe what he's actually saying. You know, none of that actually happened, and in the end they kind of dismissed what he was you know, what he was offering, and he's been sent back to Sona. So pretty crazy stuff, mate, and interesting last episode. I'm excited to see what we have in store for us today. Thanks for checking it out. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode. No, they all kind of needed Michael for their own selfishness.
My predecessor, Coronel Escamilla, wasn't an effective leader. He's been replaced. I always conduct a thorough investigation, and there are too many unanswered questions here. The helicopter. You alone couldn't be responsible for that. Telling the truth is in your best interest. Let's go for a walk.
I understand your fears, but the Republic of Panama cannot allow this sort of activity.
They're putting him in the hot box.
Yeah.
Things are gonna get much harder for you. You must cooperate.
Brother's all right.
Does it hurt?
It's fine.
After everything that's happened, I don't know what to think anymore.
You need to stop asking questions and just look at the facts,
I
right?
wanted to believe everything he was saying. Get in the car. Everywhere I go,
There you are.
Maybe she needs to actually, you know, cause her a bit of pain to know that you're serious. Do you know what I mean?
You don't deserve to be here.
Actually, if you take all things into consideration, I do.
My father worked in a mine for 30 years. He took us into work with him every day. Kept him safe till the day he retired.
He's a good work colleague. She's not even judged him for his actions. Look at them crossing eyes. He's thinking, did I miss much, mate? What's happened? He missed all the action, all the fun.
After yesterday, you may be doubting my ability to make good on our agreement. I need to keep you motivated. You have 1 minute.
These guys are thorough. They follow you everywhere. Trust me. Cut Sarah's head off. I was there.
Oh, right. He said that he's seen it. Right, I'm going to say she's dead then.
Minute's up.
We're gonna get you out of this.
It's wording, you know what I mean? He said that bitch is crazy. She cut Sarah's head off. I've seen it. That's what he said. So I was like, oh, right. So she's dead. But then he said, but I closed my eyes and I heard it. It's like, which one was it, mate? Literally. It's conflicting bits of information there. Did you see her cut her head off? Or did you close your eyes and hear her cut somebody's head off? You know what I mean? Or do something, you know? I'm still 50-50, me. You know what I mean? I'm always like, somebody who's a main character, a big character, if they're going to die, let's give them a good one. So that we can see it, you know what I mean? And they go out in a good way. Not them just disappear and we just say they're dead. And I've said that since they said that she was dead, and I've not believed it since they've said it, you know what I mean? So when it comes around that she's alive, I'm going to be like, get in. If she is fully dead, then I've just obviously just misread it. But they keep telling us she's dead, keep telling us. So you just got to rock with it, aren't you? But in the back of my mind, a little bit, I'm hopeful that she's not.
Looks like things didn't go so well. What happened? It's still happening. I feel bad for Michael, but we have a way without him. I won't go without you. You have my word.
Yo, what deal are these cut between each other? Have I missed it? Or has it just been done in the side?
You see Schofield on that redneck sauna?
If he has the tattoo to get out of that one.
You were in on it, right? Whoa! Too many cocktails out on the Lido deck.
Clean it up.
Cleaning up chunks ain't in my job description anymore.
Ah, but things change. You see, you have to answer to us now.
Go on, Bellic. Oh, I'd love him to have a fight and just win, honestly. Guy again, trying to give him stuff to do.
Special delivery.
I'm sure he doesn't deserve it, but...
This guard's sus of him, honestly. He's looked at him pure times, this guy.
Remember me? Come on, puppy, drink this. You can't let anything happen to LJ. Drink this, you need it. I'm gonna try to sneak more into the prison next time, okay? You need all the help you can get. I need your help. Just go and don't come back.
You won't listen to him, would you? This time, it's Michael that needs the help, and you're gonna do it. He helped you last time. Have they got something that can obviously hold the foundation? Like they were saying. Yeah, need to brace it up, don't they?
Go inside, we'll have a chat in the air conditioning. Tomorrow's gonna be hotter. There was a man, drug kingpin, the most powerful man in Panama. A ruthless killer. With an army of thugs. They said he couldn't be stopped. But now, Lechero is in prison, and I'm in power.
From the moment I got here, I've been planning my escape.
I just tell it me, honestly.
How do you know?
I won't give all the details, just a tiny bit. See, how hard is it for Michael to actually tell the truth and say it's the US government that's coming in to extract Whistler? You know what I mean? Like, Michael would be telling the truth. He's not really throwing anybody under the bus. They're not asked about Michael. They don't care if he's dead. As Lincoln was saying, he was 3 body bags when he went to try and get LJ. They was getting ready to get rid of them anyway once they'd done the, you know, the exchange. So Michael's not really got anything to kind of hide or no loyalty towards him. If anything, they're the reason why he's in this situation. Do you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I wouldn't go in there and say particularly that it was Whistler, but I would tell them that, you know, ever since I've been in there, you know, I've tried to do my escape. Yeah, it was me the first time or whatever with the ladder, but, you know, yesterday, nothing to do with me. All I know is that it's the US government coming in, trying to get a high priority prisoner. Not too sure who it was, as you could see by, obviously, the chaos. You know what I mean? Like, nobody could actually pinpoint who the prisoner was that was trying to leave. But, yeah, I've been trying to, but yesterday wasn't me, and you could tell from my background, where I've come from, that I haven't got any influence in anything to this extreme level as well. You know what I mean? And then see where he goes from there. But Michael is clever, and, you know, you've got to give people... I always say, they never know if you're telling the truth. But you could give them information that kind of helps the cause. You know, so Michael could completely lie and just say something totally different to help himself, because right now, like this guy's saying, if he's in there for another 2 days, guy's dead.
The people who sent the helicopters, they're the same people who framed my brother. The same people who wanted me here.
In order for you to break out another inmate, who are these people?
I don't know, but they have my brother's son. They like to keep collateral.
It's fiction.
It's true. It's what you want, and it's the only thing I have left to give.
The other way you could do it is get Lincoln on the phone and let him say something without you kind of baiting him.
I just don't let go. He's in solitary confinement.
I don't know what to do, man.
I've been looking close like I always do, and I know you all would be a lot better off if Sammy were no longer around.
There aren't many men in Sona that would take on Sammy.
I have one particular man in mind, but if I pull through, I'm in the club.
Agreed.
Is that the tab? He's going to call him a Holmes for the tab that he's not paid for the drugs.
I've been thinking about what you told me. I can't quit my job.
Do whatever you want to do.
Well, I would if you could kick me a few bucks, you know?
We gonna do this again? I told you, I don't have any cash.
What do you expect me to do?
I reckon that they've done it on purpose. Yeah, there you go. Done well there. They set it up.
This inmate, the one you've been sent to free, he should be able to verify what you've told me.
He should.
I went to that apartment, your apartment, and this woman showed up like she knew you. Then I found a passport. It was Gary Miller.
That's how we're gonna get away. When I get out of this place, I've been working on a way for us to be together.
How can I believe anything anymore?
Whistler.
Just know that I love you.
Michael Schofield told me there are some people out there who are very determined to get you out of here.
What's he talking about?
You know nothing about this?
No.
I just need a name. Who's in charge on the outside? We can end this right now if you can provide it.
What are you talking about?
Póngala aquí.
All right.
What's going on here?
Torturing him.
Start over.
That's interesting. This guy's good, mate. I'm glad that we got somebody in to interrogate them. You know what I thought about loads of times as well is he said that the riot happened and the prisoners took control of the prison, and the guards decided to step away and guard the perimeter and just make sure that nobody escapes that way and let them to just run themselves. But how many times have you heard the alarm go off and every prisoner come out and just kneel down, and they could just go in and do a head count? Why can't they just take the prisoner over just like that? Like, they could literally just go in, cuff all of them, get them all in the cell, and they've just got it back again, the prison. Do you know what I mean? Like, unless to them it's much easier for him to just be on the outside, but it doesn't seem like it. It seems like chaos is kind of erupting consistently. So, I mean, they did first say that obviously the riots happened and that's why they took control, but it seems like they could come back and take it at any time. It's not as if, like, they're in a position of weakness. It seems like the guards are still always in control.
I was afraid you was gone for good. Probably would not be the same without you. I'm glad you're back, because I need a favor.
I knew that he was going to ask him to do it. He can't do it himself, can he?
Sammy, if you get well and you get him out there in that ring and you do that neck thing, in exchange, I'm going to cover all your medical expenses. Please don't let me down.
Are you working with Schofield?
Yes, I'm working with Schofield. I told him the truth. I suggest you do the same. Michael, this is suicide. They'll kill Sophia, and they'll kill your brother's son. This is the man who can help us, and he can't do anything without a name, so tell him! Gretchen Morgan.
Oh, he actually has said the name.
I don't know where she lives, or how you find her. That's all I know.
2 more of those, please.
I'm gonna get going.
No, he'll stay. I heard about your argument with Lincoln.
You people are everywhere, huh?
All you have to do is go back. And tomorrow or the day after, I'll call you, and you meet me for a drink. In exchange, I'll pay 50 grand. Lincoln causes as many problems as he solves. I stay one step ahead, and you get 50 grand.
I have to be honest though, I do feel like Sucre and Lincoln set her up. I feel like it's all part of their plan.
Where do I find this Gretchen Morgan?
I have no idea. I do. But I'll need to use a phone. Link,
Michael, what phone do you want?
I need to know where and when your next meeting with Susan B.
Garfield Price Building, downtown, in an hour.
Tell her everything's going as planned.
Lincoln's in the dark just as much as them. He don't know what's going on. I wonder why it's so important for him to get these cigars. Like, why did he keep dropping it off? Oh, no way, the guys issued the chicken foot to him.
You should have listened.
Mate, I really want Bellick to win. I actually don't mind him, and I want him to just rise to the top and dominate.
I wanted to see Patron Lechero, por favor. I got one of these from him, and I didn't do nothing.
He don't listen.
Fight goes on as planned. After we eat lunch.
Use your fight. What about it? It's not your right. It's not your place.
Well, maybe it should be.
I could see that, innit, mate? As soon as you're bringing these people on board and after the information of Lechero got put out into everybody.
It worked.
did?
Yeah. She came up to me just like you said and offered me a bunch of cash to tuck behind your back.
So we stick to the plan, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's a tough one here because I don't actually feel like Sucre is going to stick to the plan. I feel like he is going to take the 50 grand. I don't feel like he's going to throw Michael and Lincoln under the bus so and get LJ killed. That's not what I think. What I think he's going to do is I think he's going to feed her some information that she can use and verify and say that, yeah, that's good, whilst also not giving too much away because obviously she doesn't know what he's telling her is the truth. Yeah, if she can verify a couple of little things here and there, that's not going to really impact Lincoln and Michael, then she's going to keep trusting him. He's going to get the cash, and obviously their plan's still going to go ahead. Do you know what I mean? Like I say it all the time. They always come in and ask him questions, what information do you know? And sometimes they say they don't know anything. When realistically, they could just give them a bit of the bait, dangle it, and it's not going to impact them or affect them, but they can use that, and they'll never know if it's true or not. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, I feel like because he really wants to get some money, send it over to Maricruz and a baby, and he's been offered 50 grand, even though he's been doing deals for like 5. I feel like he is maybe going to take it or do something, but maybe we're giving him a bit more, like, not enough credit for obviously how much of a team player he is.
Okay, I came back for you. Come on now, everything's gonna be okay.
Get out of here.
Draws are the worst way to die. You're gonna shake and you sweat until you evaporate into nothing. It's a long, bumpy road into hell.
See you on the other side.
Come crawling back.
Oh, look at this coin. He's loving it. She must have whispered something really important to him.
I got a message from my brother. Everything's going ahead as planned. Always has things worked out. This is out by tomorrow, right?
Come with us, please.
Why? What's this all about?
Llévenla.
No, I don't understand. I don't understand. Wait!
Had nothing to do with this.
Well, she's not going to believe him, is she? But Lincoln technically didn't.
I have never been here before in my life.
And you've never met any of the men incarcerated here?
No.
I've been told that you're the mastermind behind a prison escape, that you've kidnapped a boy as collateral.
Really?
You're a tourist here.
No, not a tourist, sir. I like to think of myself as a student of life.
Mate, it's so obvious that she's obviously in on it. Mate, I can't wait to see this fight between Bellic. Look at him. Oh.
Did you order the escape from Zona Penitentiary?
Right, before he throws her down, because that's what he's going to do, she's not going to answer him. It's dead obvious to me that somebody like her is definitely involved. And you can say, well, how's that dead obvious? And the reason is, right, if you was a normal standard Joe Blogs person, yeah, and you got taken into a prison like this and you was getting strapped to a board and he was getting ready to waterboard you, you would be panicking. You'd be shouting. You'd be saying, you got the wrong person. I'm innocent. I want to call my lawyer. X, Y, Z. Everything under the name of the sun would be coming out of your mouth. You'd be screaming. You'd be non-stop talking. She is too calm. That's what it is. The giveaway is the calmness. You know, she was arrested. She didn't kick a fuss. She got brought in here. She was asked questions. She was just like, this James Wheeler. He was like Whistler. You know what I mean? Like, he said that she's never been in a prison before, right? But I'm sure that this prison have logbooks. And like, when Lincoln found Sophia, he seen her because of the writing in the book, because you have to write your name in. And then obviously right now she's going by the name of Greta, but she could have signed in with the name of, what was your one now? Literally, she has another name. I've literally totally forgot about it. But the name that obviously Lincoln talks to her with is not this one. And she could have signed in both, because when Michael rang the phone and he was like, look, when you're meeting next time, do you know what I mean? He didn't use Greta. He used the other name. So it could just show that she was there at the prison and she was lying. But to me, the biggest giveaway is the fact that she's so calm in this situation. She's not panicking. She's not trying to plead for her life and nothing. She's just going with it.
You seem concerned for her.
Yes or no?
No.
You prove one thing. This is not your first time.
There you go, yeah.
Come with me. Do you know either of these men?
I've never seen them before.
That's a lie.
I've never seen them before in my life.
Did she order the prison escape?
Yes.
I don't know anything about a prison escape. I'm just the babysitter.
Where is he?
Near Paloma. Highway 2.
Did you kill Sarah?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm coming for you.
I hope he does. Oh, he's put something on the glove. Making him disorientated, isn't it, mate? He's got something. Jack and T-Bag's thinking, yo, I've got my next fighter.
You're a regular Buster Douglas, aren't you? Hey, what is this? How'd you get that up there, huh?
Would you class that as a weapon? It kind of is. It gives him the advantage, doesn't it? He's already moved him. And she dominated them two. I can't believe only two of them went.
Pick me up. I'm at the shack.
Augusto.
Good to see you. You need to make a choice. Lechero's days are numbered. You agree? Go back in and open the package.
¿Qué hacen ellos aquí?
Están aquí para la interrogación.
What happened to the general? The general was found dead this morning off Highway 2.
Everybody's watching everybody in this prison. Do you know what I mean? He's watching Michael. He's watching Lechero. He's thinking about, I'm just going to take him out, you know, or go through the plan, go and open a package.
You still want to get out of here? I need your phone. What? How's LJ? He's fine. But you know what? Susan's not.
Hey, did you see Blanco? He's walking around like the landlord. I thought you said Lechero was going to take care of it.
He will.
Some people stop at nothing, huh? Yeah, I know. The only reason you gave up Gretchen's name was so she could come in and pull you out of the fire. A simple fisherman seemed to know so much about the company.
When she comes back, and she will, what am I gonna say? You gonna do this or not?
You can tell her the answer is yes.
I knew it'd be a weapon. It's got a gun. Oh, so he might want to go up there and try and shoot Lechero, right? But it'd be interesting if somebody and you know, actually throws the gauntlet down the chicken foot to him and obviously says that they want to scrap. You know, we've seen it in today's episode that T-Bag wanted Mahones technically to fight for him and take Sammy out because he's becoming a problem, and Mahones looks like he's trying to go back on the straight and narrow now. He didn't want the drugs, you know. T-Bag said that all the debts that he owes will be paid off, and anytime he needs drugs, he'll technically be able to get it from him. He'll pay for it himself from his own stash, and you know, he's refused to do it. So whatever that woman whispered into his ear and give him that coin, it seems to be working anyway, because you could see him on the floor. He was kissing it and he was kind of curled up. Now he's got a weapon, and obviously it looks like he wants to rise to the top, Sammy. You could see that earlier on in the show. To be honest, I suspected it basically when it was first introduced. It kind of always happens, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? People don't like the authority figure, and they feel like once they get kind of in a high position of power themselves, they kind of want to take control. And I always thought it would have been him and T-Bag having a fight, and it kind of could still be, even though it looks like T-Bag might try to recruit Bellic now, because Bellic rubbed them things on his hands in it, and he's just want to fight himself, and he might see him as a good old bruiser for him to fight in the pit, basically, because he'll say that he'll reveal to everybody that he cheated, and if he done that, then obviously everyone's going to be on his back, so Bellic might have to think, well, come on, just one more fight. So that one would be interesting. But I've got to say, I'm not a big, massive fan of Whistler Me. I'm not too sure that I like him, if I'm being totally honest. I feel like he always withholds information. I don't technically fully know who he truly is. I know that he works for the company, and he pretends and tells everybody that he's a fisherman, even though he knows everybody and, you know, it's the hierarchy, and he's got all these coordinates and secret books, and doesn't even tell the truth to his wife or fiance, whoever it is, to Sophia. Do you know what I mean? She's found that apartment, and when she did go to him and ask him, he lied again. Just the whole thing. Like, did he kill the mayor's son or did he not? I'm not too sure. You know, at the start of the season, when he spoken to Michael, he said to him, look, mate, you know, if the company told you anything before coming in here, don't believe them, they're lying. If you actually done some digging, some information, looking into me, you would have found out that I didn't do the accusations that they're obviously saying about me. But now, as the season's progressing, and you see how deep he is into it, and the people that he knows, and how sketchy he is himself, and he withholds the info, I do kind of feel like he done it. You know what I mean? And the guy that actually got dropped in the prison that was killed, and I still don't know who by, I'm thinking that it was Mahomes that actually done it, by the Whistler, kind of trying to maybe cut him a deal or something. He did actually know him, and because he could have revealed some information, he took him out just like that. And it's just interesting, you know what I'm saying? Like, he did give up Greta's name today, but he done it because he had to. And yeah, okay, yeah, he said, oh, because, you know, I done it because you wanted me to. You did, but you knew at the timing and everything, the way you give him up, you know what I mean, the name, that it would have worked out this way and you'd be put back in your cell. So, like, the guy's just sketchy altogether, and I'm not too sure I'm a big fan of him, but I would love it at the end of the season if he was all doing the escape and he was running and he was, like, thinking that he was about to be free and get to where he wanted to go, and Michael turned around and just shot him. That would be really good, honestly, it would be. I know Michael's trying to be this innocent person, don't really want to go for a crime and kill people, but we've seen Lincoln do something in this season, killed that guy, didn't he? He was always dabbing himself because he had to save a life, because these people are put him in them sticky situations. And I want Michael to actually do it as well. I know we try to keep his innocence and we know we try and keep him pure, but you know what I mean? This guy's fucked him over bare times and I wouldn't even trust him. And as he's running away, I would shoot him. I would kill him as well, so he couldn't escape and I'd get off. So I'm interested to see how the final few episodes go. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you're not yet voted for your most likely to dislike characters of this season, please do take 30 seconds and your results of mine be shown in the final episode. Can't wait to see you guys pick. Now, interestingly, I'm not too sure if Sucre is going to actually work with these guys to feed a little bit of information on Lincoln. I know that he's proposed obviously 50k to obviously drip feed some info and keep them one step ahead, and I was saying if he was to do that, then all he needs to do is give him a little bit where it's not going to really impact them so much, but it can obviously get it verified and it'll keep them one step ahead and he'll get his money, and obviously Lincoln and Michael can still do their plan without it being jeopardized. And Greta has shown perfectly how to execute that in today's episode, honestly, perfectly down to a T. She'd done it so good. Basically, he was coming in, he was asking, you know, who she is she part of the company, what's going on, did she facilitate the escape and all this stuff, and she's turned around and she's actually said no. What she's done is she's given them information, she's dangled the carrot, and they've gone and they've tried to verify it. Basically, she said, look mate, I do work for the company, but I'm just a babysitter. I'm looking after the kid. I don't know anything about the escape. I didn't organise the helicopters. I'm not higher up. Do you know what I mean? I've never met these people. I don't really know who they are. Also, I am as a person on the ground, keeping LJ safe and obviously secure while obviously this goes ahead. They don't know if she's telling the truth. All they've got to do is verify it. You know what I mean? They don't know if she's higher up or if she's not. They've got to take it for face value. And what have they done? They've gone to check it out. Now, unlucky for them, she was telling the truth / lying, because obviously they've gone there, he's already moved, she's managed to use her combat skills, whip a knife out, stab a guy in the neck, roundhouse kick him to the head, the general, take his gun, bang bang, shoot him. Doesn't look like he's dead, to be honest. It looked like he was still alive, but I do love somebody who's got a bit of confidence, who can back themselves. You know what I mean? I said it was totally obvious when she got put into that interrogation room that she was definitely part of the company, and the reason is because she was so calm. You know, any normal person being in that situation would be panicking. They'd be screaming, they'd be pleading for their life, they'd be so scared. She was so calm, not even bothered, waiting for it. She was waterboarded, she didn't even speak. Even the general said, mate, even though you've not said anything, literally, you confirmed to me that this is not your first rodeo. You're definitely involved. No normal person would have ever been in a situation like this. You know what I'm saying? And I like how Michael actually said, look, mate, you know, was you the one that killed Sarah? Mate, I'm coming for you. You know, she never actually confirmed that she was the one that killed it, but Michael did say that he's going to go after her, and that's what I'd love to see. I'd love it if next season Sarah was actually alive and it was all a bluff and she was somewhere and Michael wanted to extract her out, and at the same time either you know, go and get her and attack these. Or another thing that would be really good is if Sarah was actually dead and Michael wanted to avenge her. You know, he wanted to come after the people that actually, you know, took out his girlfriend. So, like, he come after Greta, he come after the general, he went after the company. He went in and actually killed some people himself. Him and Lincoln and Sucre, whoever, went in like little assassins and just took people out one by one and hunted them down, avenging the death of Sarah. That would be really, really exciting as well. But today's episode was good, really exciting. And, you know, Bellic did win his fight, which is good as well. I do like Bellic. I think he's had a good, solid season. We're getting close towards the end, so like I said, if you're not voted for your like and dislike characters, please do, and those will be shown in the final episode. But if you did enjoy today's, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.